Let's do a book haul. I can't even get them all. Hi guys, it's book haul time. Over the last couple of months, I have accumulated quite the amount of book packages. I have been wanting to do a book haul for a while, but in order to accumulate enough packages and books to open on camera, I kind of have just been putting them in the corner and letting them pile up. But I've hit my breaking point and it's driving me crazy, so I figured let's do a book haul today so that I can finally get that pile under control. And what's more fun than opening up books on camera? Okay, so I kind of forget everything that I ordered because, like I said, these have been accumulating for a minute. I'm just gonna open and see what's inside. Okay, I know what this one is, but first I got the Mindfuck series. So this is like 5 books in one. Most people have already read this. I'm kind of late to the game, but since I've been in a reading slump, I wanted to buy this one to get me out of it because I heard that this is perfect to read if you're struggling to get into any books, and I heard it's very fast-paced, very thrilling. There's something really gross on here that I just saw, so that's unfortunate. Anyways, I'm pretty sure this book is about a woman who's a serial killer, but the people she kills are all terrible people. I think it's kind of like a revenge thing. I think also there's like an FBI agent on this woman's case, and it turned out to be the guy that she's kind of seeing or dating, I'm pretty sure. That sounds super entertaining. I think I'm gonna pick this up soon because I have just not really been feeling anything lately. Mindfuck series, books 1 through 5 in one single big book. That's the first thing I got. So the next thing in there is Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score. This is the 3rd book in the Knock 'Em Out series. I've read book 1, but I haven't read book 2 because I've heard some off-putting things that made me a little nervous to pick the book up. I just heard that there were things that dragged on. People felt like there wasn't a good connection between the characters. So I've been really nervous to pick that one up, but I've been really excited for this one because this one follows Lucian and Sloane, which are 2 characters that you meet in the 1st book. And they basically have this very long history that's alluded to in the 1st book. And because of that, I just feel like the backstory and the tension is going to be really good. And I just really want to find out why they hate each other, because in the 1st book, it is heavily alluded to that something happened and that they hate each other. I want the backstory. I guess I'll find out whenever I pick this one up. I don't know when I'm gonna get to it because I've really been putting off the 2nd one, like I said, but this is the next book I bought. The next book I got is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I got this one because I enjoyed Beach Read. I liked People We Meet on Vacation. Like, I thought that one was okay. But I really need to give more of Emily Henry's writing a chance, I feel like. Because I liked Beach Read, but I read it during a slump, so it wasn't like a 5-star read for me, but I've heard really good things about Happy Place and Book Lovers. So I got it because I need to see what all the hype is about. I really want to like Emily Henry, so I'm hoping I love this one. And also, like, the cover is just so cute. Blue is my favorite color, and this color is just so gorgeous. Can't wait to put this one on my shelf because it's just so cute. It's between an editor, maybe 2 editors. I think it's between 2 book editors. I'm not really sure, but 2 people who are in like the book community or like the book publishing business, I think. And it's 2 rivals. It's set during the summer. I'm hoping to read this one in the summertime. I feel like it'll give all the perfect summer vibes. On to the next one. Next one I have is also by Emily Henry, Happy Place. This one is gorgeous. The color, amazing. One qualm I have is, tell me why I got Book Lovers in paperback, but I got Happy Place in hardcover, and the other 2 Emily Henry books I have are also in hardcover. So that's gonna bother me. I really think I need to get Book Lovers in hardback. Is it available in hardback? Let me know down below if you know the answer to that, because if it's available in hardback, then I might just have to buy another copy of it. That's gonna bother me. Not really sure what this one's even about. I have heard people say it's either very profound and relatable to you, or you'll feel, why does everyone like this so much? So I really hope that I fall into the former category. I really just want to love this book. I don't know why, but I really want to love it. I think it's about this couple who breaks up and then they have to fake date, pretend they're dating in front of their friends, and I think they're staying in like a lake house or something together for summer or for like a week or something. I just think that sounds so fun, and apparently it's about friendships when you're you're into adulthood and into your later life, friendships in your 20s aren't the easiest and you grow apart from people. And so I just feel like I'll relate to this one. I think this one's gonna be one of my favorites. I definitely feel like I'll be able to relate to that. So I'm super excited to read this one, and I definitely feel like this one might have me crying. Ooh. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, this one I mainly bought because the cover is beautiful. I haven't heard the best things about it, but I also really liked Every Summer After by this author. So I really wanted to read Meet Me by the Lake and see if I like this one as well. But I heard there's a trope in here that really bothers everyone. So I'm actually terrified to read this. Even if I hate it, at least it has a pretty cover. You know, at least it's like a 50% win. You know what I mean? I don't really know what it's about, but I think it's a second chance romance and it's clearly set at a lake. Let me read the back and then I'll get back to you. It's a second chance romance between these people who had this connection in the past about a decade ago. Basically, this woman goes back to run her mother's resort in this lake town, and I think everything's in shambles, and then the guy, Will, ends up showing up to help. So it's about them reconnecting. It's set at a lake. I love reading books set at lake houses and beaches during the spring and summer because I'm such a mood reader, and something about the warm weather, sitting there reading your book that's set at a lake, it makes you feel like you're at a lake, even if you're not. I already slightly opened this one and didn't get it on camera, so that's my bad. But this is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I have seen nothing but good things about this book. Just super excited to read this. I'm thinking of making a reading vlog for Powerless in this book. We'll see if I do that. So if I don't, just ignore the last 15 seconds. But this one is kind of giving that same energy of that Reese Witherspoon movie where she's in a coma and the Hulk, the guy who plays the Hulk, what is his name? I don't know, but that guy moves into her apartment that gets put up for sale because she's in this coma and she's not waking up and they're about to take her off of life support. He can see her, or the figment of her, or like her soul or something. They fall in love. He has to try and convince her family to not take her off the life support because he's in love with her. And it's kind of giving that vibe a little bit. It's about this woman who moves into her late aunt's apartment. She basically meets this guy, but he exists 7 years in the past. She lives 7 years in his future. Kind of similar vibes, but it sounds super cute. And I really like that movie, so I'm very excited to read this, and also just because I've been hearing nothing but good things. That's a double-edged sword though, because I have very high expectations for this book, and if it does not live up to my expectations, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But that's the next book I got, and I'm very excited for it. Ooh, okay. Kind of awkward opening up things on camera because, like, if it doesn't go well, you only get one shot. Okay. Ooh, this cover is beautiful. I love the corners of it. I never noticed these edges until I saw it in person. That is so beautiful. So this is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I know I'm a little late to the game, but I am starting my fantasy era. I'm currently reading Powerless. I'm super, super excited for this one because I've been hearing such good things. The little synopsis blurb really, really intrigued me. But I honestly don't know when I'm going to finally pick this one up, just because it's giving very dark, foggy, spooky gray, down in the dungeon vibes, if that makes sense. Spring and summer are coming up, and I have lots of books that I do think would be better to read in the spring and summer. I might save this one for fall just because, like, the vibes don't really fit spring and summer. I've been dying to read it. I just really don't want to take away from what it could be. If I read this on like a dark, rainy fall night, I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it so much more than if I read it laying out at the beach. You know what I mean? I'm very much a mood reader, and I feel like reading in a setting that matches the vibe of your book can totally transport you and kind of change your reading experience. So I might read this in the fall for like optimal dark fantasy, mysterious vibes. We'll see how long I can put this one off because I am very, very excited to read this one. So this one is about this woman who meets this mysterious highwayman. He turns out to be the king's nephew who's guilty of high treason. He's the only one that I think can work with her to stop this dark magic from infecting the kingdom. I think this dark magic is kind of taking over, and I don't know if it's making people sick or if it's putting people under some sort of spell, something like that, but it's having a very negative impact on the kingdom that she lives in. So basically she has to work with the king's nephew in order to find a cure, save the kingdom. I don't know, something about that just sounded very, very intriguing. It sounds like dark magic, high stakes, but we'll see if I can put this one off until fall, honestly, because I have been waiting to read this one. I don't know if I can wait till fall. I'm gonna try though, because I feel like this one will be absolutely perfect to read during the fall. I don't know where my scissors are. I'm really struggling to open this one. Oh, okay, we're getting somewhere. I know which one this is. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is like the most beautiful cover. I swear all of the books in this video have the most insane covers because I feel like almost every cover that I've opened has been stunning. This is Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. Like I said, I want to get into my fantasy era, so I got Divine Rivals. I think I'm gonna start that one relatively soon, within the next couple of months. So of course I had to go ahead and get the second book so that I could just jump straight in whenever I do read Divine Rivals. I am one of those people who just goes ahead and buys the duology or the series before I have even read the first book. But even if I don't read the books, at least they look so good on my shelf. And even if I don't like them, at least I get to complete the collection. So it's not all for nothing, you know? I tell myself that to make myself feel better though. So if you disagree, please do not let me know, because I need to just think that it's okay. Oh my god, okay, wait, I just opened to a random page and this is so pretty. So this is the second book that comes after Divine Rivals, and all I really know about Divine Rivals is that it is about two people who fall in love with each other. I think they're rivals, and basically this girl writes on her typewriter to her brother who is at war, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. The letters don't end up going to her brother, they end up going to her rival. I think he might know it's her. They write back and forth and I think they fall in love or something like that, but I'm super excited to read this one because I'm pretty sure it's just a continuation of Divine Rivals. I think there's multiple things in here if I can get it open. Okay, the first book is If We Were Villains by ML Rio. I bought this one back in the fall and just haven't opened it. I've heard that it has really good dark academia vibes. I think this one is a murder mystery, or it's about these people who are students who are actors or something, and I think one of their cast members, something turns violent, and I think one of them gets murdered and one of them dies or something. And I think it's like a whodunit trying to convince the police officers that they didn't do it, and I think it might be unreliable narrator vibes. I'm not certain, don't quote me, but I just love the cover. I'm a little nervous because I heard it can be a little bit slow paced, and I definitely struggle with falling into slumps when I read slow paced books. So I am a little off put by this, but I do really want to read it during the fall. I just want to see what all the hype's about. I feel like people either love or hate this one, and I just kind of want to see where I fall. We'll see how this one goes. Hopefully I read this one this fall. Okay, the next book in that package is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. And I bought this book because I heard so many good things about this book. I have seen so many booktubers and just people who I follow on Bookstagram absolutely adore this book. So I'm super excited to pick this up and think that this could help me get more into fantasy. I have had Caravel for like 2 or 3 years. I'm gonna try to read that series and then get into Once Upon a Broken Heart. I think this is a trilogy, and I don't know too much about this trilogy, but I do know it's about this girl who is in love with this man. He is supposed to marry someone else and she is not happy about that. So in order to stop the marriage, she strikes up a deal with a prince. I think he's called the Prince of Hearts, and I think he's charismatic, but I'm pretty sure he's also kind of morally gray, and you should not strike up a deal with him. If you do, you might live to regret striking up a deal with him, but she does it anyways, and I think it might be their story between her and the Prince of Hearts. I cannot wait to read this one. Okay. So the next one is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I got this one as well because last fall I was hearing so many things about this, whether good or bad. I think it's kind of similar feelings and vibes to If We Were Villains. And I also heard that a lot of people who loved If We Were Villains did not like this book, and vice versa. So I'm really excited to see which one I like more, if I like one and hate the other, or if I love them both. I'm gonna try to read this one during the fall because I think it's dark academia, good fall vibes. I really don't know a whole lot about this one, but it's giving me similar vibes to The Maidens. It definitely sounds creepy, good for Halloween, good for fall. I really just want to know if I'm gonna love this one or hate this one. This is Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. It is the second book after One Dark Window. I hope I love One Dark Window because I've heard very good things about both of these. I am so incredibly excited to read both of these books. If you see me reading these in the middle of the summer, just know that I couldn't wait any longer. So, you can probably tell what this series is by the side of the box. Taking the plastic off of a new series. Such a good feeling. So pretty. I think I got this whole set from Target and I got it on sale. I think it was like $35 or $40 for 6 books. So if you think about it, even though I bought the whole series before I even read the first book, even if I don't like it, that's still less than $10 per book. So it's fine. No, but actually, like, I genuinely have a problem and I need to stop doing that. Because I always do that. Love to see the whole series, even if I don't even know what it's about, or if I don't like the rest of the series. Good thing that hasn't really happened to me a whole lot. I feel like most of the time when I don't like a book, it's usually a standalone, but at the same time, I do probably need to stop buying the whole series before I even read a single book. This is the Shatter Me series. I think I might be the last person in the whole entire world to read it. I've been hearing about this since late high school, early college. Cannot get these out. I'm not going to be able to get these back in once I pull them out. I love these covers. Is that weird? Because I feel like they're kind of creepy but also so beautiful at the same time. The whole eyeball thing is a little weird. One thing I hate, the box that I got has these circles that look like those stickers that Target always has on their books, but you cannot pull it off. I don't want the sticker on my book. Not even a sticker, literally an unpeelable included sticker. There's nothing I despise more. I have been wanting to read this for literal years. The series is a little bit lengthy. There's 6 books in the main series, and then there are a lot of novellas, and I think there's like all these books in between. All I really know about this series is that it follows this girl named Juliet. Anytime she touches someone, they die. I think the kingdom she lives in locks her away. So the government, I'm assuming, is what the reestablishment is. It says no one knows why her touch is fatal. The reestablishment has plans for her and plans to use her as a weapon. I'm really excited to try it out, see if it lives up to the hype. Is this the book with Aaron Warner in it? I always see stuff about Aaron Warner. I think it is. I'm like 99% sure. And of course I can't get it back in. I'm saving the best for last, so I have 2 more books, but they're both special editions that I got at Barnes & Noble. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This is the limited holiday edition from Barnes & Noble. I basically just got it because of this. I just think it's so stunning. I also really wanted this one because the edges are sprayed black. Really wanted one of those copies with the dragon sprayed edges. I unfortunately could not get a copy of it. Could not find one anywhere. This is the next best that I could do. I still really love this one. Okay, best for last. You're kidding. One of my absolute favorite books of all time, Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. I saw online that they had the special edition of Archer's Voice in the store by my house. I love this rainbowy, pinky purple cover, and they have orange sprayed edges. The gold on it is just so beautiful too, and it's a signed edition. And since this is one of my favorite books of all time, I was not leaving without a copy of this book. This is the only book that I know that I have signed, so that's super exciting for me, especially because I adore this book. Also, she signed it in blue, which is my favorite color, and I just feel like that's good luck. Also, look at this. Without the dust jacket, it is absolutely stunning. I honestly think I might like it more without the dust jacket. This cover is just as beautiful as the words inside of this book, but I think that's everything. That's my book haul. I don't even know how many books that was. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that this video makes you feel a little bit better if you have been buying a lot of books and feel guilty about it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Like always, I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you want to see more of these, definitely give it a like so that I know that you like this kind of video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you know when I post new videos. And with that, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys!